What's up, guys? This is Mike and Angry Birds here. So, exciting news, everybody. So, I know that pretty much might not gonna ruin the franchise itself because the Angry Birds movie finally got new screenshots and it's pretty much some kind of plot or something, like found it in the Entertainment Weekly or something. I think it's Entertainment Weekly. So we have like 3 new screenshots for the film, which are right there, which is this one and this one and this one. I might gonna unveil them for you guys, and possibly I might gonna get some theories on this images, on that image, or and that. This one might have been pretty much the internet alert fan, the OTP moment. Well, even though they're just pretty much buddies. So yeah, so the first screenshot has to be pretty much the whole entire cast of birds, and even new ones like the police one, and I think that must have been a mother and I think his son. We have that random red bird recolor, the blackish red bird one. This mysterious one, we didn't reveal who it is. Even the mysterious new character who's shimming like pretty much looks like a lady to me. Looks like pretty much the old lady because of that. Yeah, and I believe I might have to find the blues. I think the blues might not gonna be in this film, or maybe they might be in the film because we only have like 8 characters and the blues are missing in that image. So maybe we had to wait until the actual films actually come out. Yeah, and also I saw this mysterious Chuck-like character who has has the brown feathers on his hair, and yeah, and also I think that's a mysterious character. I think that's a mysterious orange bird. The other characters, like, I think that's a police officer bird. I think that's a surfer bird. And the 3 mysterious bluebird-like characters. And now for the main characters, which are possibly the main ones, and possibly I thought there might have been sub-characters. Or possibly they might become main ones. We have Terrence, because I think it's actually pretty much inspiration of Terrence we all know and love from different games, and pretty much we have a big old Terrence possibly with arms and legs, because his face looks really look cute to me because of that, just the small beaks and the small eyes, while Terrence has pretty much normal eyes and pretty much a same beak as Red's, as his brother or something, Red. Hal, for instance, yeah, I think his colors too isn't match his the games. The Hal in the games, he has a dark green, regular green. Well, even though it's actually just lime green, and his beak is pretty much the same. Well, except for the feathers, and even though there's no like bald Hal, and I was hoping I always thought they might gonna use the summer animations as tunes, but I think they wanted to make a little different than that. Bubbles it's pretty much surprised me because I think I just discovered that I thought he's gonna have no feathers on his hair, but I just noticed it because I always thought just pretty visible to see it, but it's actually his feathers on his head, and has a similar color as his game counterpart. We have Stella Matilda because Matilda will voiced by Maya Rudolph for some reason. Yeah, because I think it's actually pretty much more looks like he's like a crazy woman or something. We have seen like Maya Rudolph is pretty much she's voiced what's the character from Turbo and Hero's aunt from Big Hero 6, and which just surprised me she might get her first debut in a video game movie, because we have seen pretty bad ones, because since it's pretty much pretty much failed at the box office, and critics hated it, and the whole entire fans of even a entire fan community who are fans of some games, like for instance the Mortal Kombat and Super Mario Brothers, always pretty much hate since the Mortal Kombat 1 game, Mortal Kombat movie, the first one's pretty much really well received, or possibly might got negative reviews. But for Pokemon, yes, I know it's actually pretty much the first movie is actually pretty much got some pretty much a big success at the box office. Well, I think it's pretty much got mixed or positive reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. I think. And Stella, I think it's pretty much another disaster since Angry Birds, because a lot better designed than that Buff Stella, which I seen it. Oh gosh, I can't think about that in my head. Seriously, is this gonna be like the summer designs like Angry Birds, but a lot better design? Yeah, and also I've just seen the other two ones, which are looks like it's coming Luca, and I don't know if it's gonna be Dila. Well, actually, I think there might have been if I have a rumor or something, maybe Dila and the others, Poppy, Luca, and Willow might play a role in the film. Well, maybe it's not happening. And a possible new character from Angry Birds 2, Sober, might play either a role or a possible cameo appearance. We have and now for the main characters, Bond, Chuck, and Red. When I actually first seen the first screenshot of the characters back in October, I'm just pretty much overreacting because they look like looks like the characters from Sonic Boom, for instance, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, because they got pretty much the worst. They got the redesign. I can't believe it. But now for pretty much Chuck, a funny part. I just discovered that Hal isn't a banana or something, which is pretty fine for the random art, because we always thought seafood come in a banana, but yeah, just a little confused on fan art. Stop thinking about it. It's about what he looks like with the banana as a banana bird. Okay. Yeah, just a typical Hal we all know and love, because everybody says he's the most underrated bird of all time. And here's Chuck, banana Chuck. He looks pretty much really surprised because of the mysterious. Actually, there's a pig logo because we might be going to be pretty much a big invasion in the scene. I think I believe it might have been in the opening. Maybe we might gonna get pretty much a happier pretty much appear in the opening, or possibly a big opening or something, because I think the pigs might invade the birds' homeland or something. And which is pretty much why we got to bomb, because all three characters will be voiced by, hang on for instance, Jason Sudeikis will voice Red, Josh Gag, who also voiced Olaf from Frozen, will play Chuck in the movie, and Danny McBride will voice Bomb, and also Bill Hader will voice one of the piggies, Maya Rudolph will voice Matilda, that's pretty much confirmed. Peter Dinklage will voice the Mighty Eagle, because Peter Dinklage actually pretty much voiced the character from Pixels, that Adam Sandler movie, which is pretty much I thought it might kind of suck, but I think I discovered that critics hate it. Critics pretty much give it a pretty big failure. Well, I think the film might have been a success because video games might have been better, because since 2012, Wreck-It Ralph pretty much dominated the world with pretty much a big success, and critics pretty much give it a seal of approval of why video games movie might be good. Okay. Bomb looks a lot similar to the games or something. Yeah, because of the yellow stem, his stem on his head, and Red looks pretty much isn't too caveman unlike the Redbird from Angry Birds. Oh gosh, god damn it! Yeah. Even though bombs will be. I think there will be. Looks like inspired by the April Fool's game, which is pretty surprised me, because firstly that that damn trailer for the April Fool's game. It's pretty much just it makes me a little mad. Pretty much get me angry because Rovio's might pretty much thought they're gonna make that game, but they didn't. Just pretty happy. I just felt happy. We're pretty much happy right now, and yeah, it's because those designs are possibly a lot better than the Angry Birds game. Yeah, so that was like the bird characters, and now for the pig characters. So here's pretty much gonna get like a bearded pig who's possibly, I thought he might been neither cane pig or possibly coming his father. Actually, it might been coming his father because he has a grow beard, and I think it might been cane pig when he's young, possibly voiced by Bill Hader or something. I was hoping it might been cane pig as Freckle pig. I think it might been I think this might been a little bit too consequential for who might been play the main villain cane pig or something. Because we have just discovered, I just discovered there was TNT boxes. Maybe there will be a big invasion in one scene, and I noticed they only have 3 fingers, and I think I have to check on Chuck's. Let's see. I think they only have 4 fingers or something. I think it's 4 finger, and I think I might have to check on pretty much check on which I need to. Gotta get my plushes and who is Cane Pig or something. Who is Cane Pig? Neither that one or possibly that one because they have the. I think I need to check or something. Maybe I need to pretty much need a picture, some screenshot or something. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I just finally found a screenshot of a scared Cane Pig from the games, and I'm gonna compare this Cane Pig to this Cane Pig because this Cane Pig didn't have a beard. Maybe this is coming his dad or something. Maybe even though he's really fat, because he's fat or something. A fat Cane Pig or something. Pretty much coming his dad. And yeah, this is actually Cane Pig because I just noticed that he's missing a crown and he didn't have that random eyebrows. And while this Cane Pig has just smaller eyebrows. And now for Freckle Pig, maybe I need to find a screenshot for him. Okay, I just finally found sort of the Freckle Pig image from the Bad Piggies promotion poster or something. And here's a Freckle Pig from the movie. And he looks a little annoyed or pretty much looks sad to me. Because I think there might have been a big invasion in one scene or something. Or possibly in the end, in the climax or something. Well, major spoilers if you don't want to hear spoilers from the film. I think we might believe that he might have been the early version of pretty much Cane Pig as the young version of Cane Pig. Or, no. I think that's just showing Cane Pig because we might get pretty much gonna be maybe some random reason or something. I can't tell it. Maybe it might have been Cane Pig's dad. Is actually Cane Pig. It's actually Cane Pig's dad. And I believe it might have been the Freckle Pig. Maybe a older version of Freckle Pig. Maybe him and his father. Maybe even older. Pretty much common brothers. Yeah, just confused. And also, there is like a random button or something. Maybe it's actually connected by a wire. Maybe it might have been the blow up Piggy Island to pretty much take over the bird's home. So yeah, I think that's pretty much a little theory on the whole why they're angry. Or am I gonna reveal the plot and hopefully there might not gonna be spoilers for that. So. Yeah. And now for the final screenshot, which is pretty much I think it's actually Red and Chuck, and I believe it's might have been Bomb or something. I think it's might have been Bomb, but his color? I think that color is a little too blackish or something. I think this is not Bomb. Maybe it might have been Silver. I think Silver the bird might have been in it. Well, I think Actually, I think it's pretty nice. We're gonna have voice acting and possibly a really pretty much new and brand new designs in the movie design of the flock. and I think it might have been Red's house or something. I don't know if that should come in Red House, because we might have to wait until the actual film come out, and I believe it might have been, this screenshot might have been in the opening, maybe possibly in one scene, maybe the pigs might invade according to this mysterious icon. And also, I just love the background, the whole environment, because it looks half real and half CG to me, because it's all CG looking, and because it might take place in Pig Island, because it's pretty much according to this beach scene. And actually, I just can't wait to see this one, because and now for the plot for some reason. So, and also there will be supporting roles in this film, which are, yeah, we have confirmed that we're gonna get possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main casts, while there will be supporting cast. These include Keegan-Michael Key, Kate McKinnon, Tony Hale, yeah, I think it's Tony Hale, Hannibal Buress, Julian Bell, Daniel Brooks, I think it's Danley Brooks, I can't pronounce that name, his first name, and the cast from Smosh, which are Ian Andrew Hecox and Anthony Pella. Yeah, I think they might get a voice, possibly the two gatekeeper pigs, or possibly King Pig's henchmen. We didn't know we had to reveal, we might have been revealed as might come in King Pig when he used to have a beard or something, a green bearded pig, and he looks fat. Yeah, he's definitely coming King Pig's dad or something. And I believe it might have been Freckle Pig when he is pretty much hanging out with his King Pig's dad, or I think it might have been a little different, because I think it's coming Freckle Pig's dad, who pretty much come in King Pig's second command pig. So yeah. And I just thinking about Red design, looks a lot better than the Angry Birds Red design, and while Bombs is, yeah, looks a little buff, looks a little bigger, a lot bigger than the Angry Birds one, while Chuck has a really total different design. He's actually a banana. So yeah, I'm just pretty much excited for the movie, because when I first have seen when they announced the film, I was just pretty hype. When I first saw the first ever screenshot of the 3 main birds with Blue, Matilda, and the other characters, it just pretty much will bother me, because they look a lot different than I thought. Yeah, and also it says that that one question that Rovio says, why are these birds so angry? Says to the producer John Cohen, who has this produced by, I think he's pretty much producer Despicable Me films or something. Despicable Me 1. It will be a origin story. A origin story for that conflict came to exist between birds and little green piggies. Yep. It's basically going to be an origin story or something. Just like Rayman Origins. Well, the original version of Rayman Origins, because that legend meant to be tell this of pretty much the origin story of Rayman, but they had to change it a little different will be taking place after Rayman 1, or possibly Rayman 2, and the prequel to Rayman 3, or possibly going to be pretty much prequel to Rayman 2, and while Rayman Legends looks like a sequel to Rayman 3, it might have been pretty much a little bit fake, because I thought that Rayman Legends acted like a sequel to Rayman something. It's just Rayman 3. I don't know if it's actually Rayman 3 or possibly a prequel to Rayman, or a possible sequel to Rayman, or a prequel to Rayman 3. Because the timeline confusion is pretty much it's confused me. So now for the plot, which I gotta read. Red, voiced by Jason Sudeikis, is one of the community of beaked denizens on a all-bird paradise, but what separates him from his chirpy chums is how easily his feathers get ruffled. He's a Chromeugeddon, or something, I can't say. Say Clay Caton, who will directing the film with Freckle really I can't pronounce that. His last name. We knew we had to find an actor who could say these things and still be charming. That was Jason. Red is joined by a pair of birds of a feather with similar anger management issues, the hyperactive speed freak Chuck, and the eminently exploded Bomb. It's the job of these three misfits to fight back when their nests are inflated by snouting interlopers and their porcine spokesman, Leonard, voiced by Bill Hader. So maybe it might be not him. Maybe it's not. He might not be voiced by Bill Hader, but it may be coming up a Smash Crew could voice these guys. So maybe. And then according to the other text, to the other's description, it said to bring these casual gaming figures to life in the CGI feature required giving the characters a three-dimensional in more ways than one. These are icons in the game that appear to be characters, but really they're just icons, said Ray Lee or something like that. So it's up to us to flesh them out. That's strange. Helping to do that is deep bench of comedic actors leading their voices to the project, including, that's what I already said. The script written by Joe Vitti of The Simpsons in the first two Alan Chipmunks movie, because the Alan Chipmunks movie always have CG, live action CG. Well, this Angry Birds movie will be just fully CG, no live action. Thank you. Let me see. Any text I had to see. Tilts towards a bored audiences. Won't be a movie just for sardonic teenagers when you got a title with a massive global following that runs from toddlers to the geriatric. You don't want to exclude anyone. It's an advantage that we have sure a huge brand, says Ryle Illy. He and Katis have worked on some of the biggest animated films of recent years. Katis was an animator of Frozen, and Riley was a storyboard artist on College with a Chance of Meatballs 1 or something. So 1, I think it's such a pretty much College Chance of Meatballs 1. But they're each making their directing debuts with Angry Birds movie. No pressure. A lot of icon movies come from Brandon Entertainment, Riley says. But you have to quickly forget about that when you're working on a movie, because you still have to, make a movie. It remains to be seen whether this bird will soar like an eagle or it'll end up more of a turkey. But one thing's for certain: if it's at the former, you might want to buck up for Farmville Origins. Yeah, or possibly pretty much if Patrick Studios could have much tried to ask someone to ask some company like neither Universal or 20th Century Fox, or possibly I think Sony or something, because Sony actually pretty much bought the license of the Angry Birds franchise, or possibly Warner Brothers. If Patrick Studios wanted to make a movie based on the possible origin story of Barry Steak Fry, I will get my money even this freaking movie. Reason I think it might even become my favorite, since I just have seen rumors that there will be a Super Smash Brothers movie and a Super Mario Brothers movie, because a fully CG Super Mario Brothers movie, which I want. So yeah, so be prepared for the pretty much one of the biggest titles, biggest names for next summer's 2016 movie, Angry Birds the movie, or the Angry Birds movie. Okay? So yeah, guys, so I just pretty much gonna watch some Alvin Chipmunks, because the new Alvin and the Chipmunks TV show is aired on Nick. So yeah, so I hope you get to see you for more. So goodbye for now. Good luck, everybody. Who's this man? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who's this? It's just that. Who are you, other people in behind? Who are you? And where is the mighty eagle? And Is that supposed to be Cane Pig or is and even just looks like Freckle Pig, but he might have been voiced by Bill Hader or something, or possibly he might, or this might have been voiced by Bill Hader. I don't know. Maybe he might voice this guy, and possibly someone might voice that guy. And yeah, just a little complaint about it. Just confused with that the new characters like that. The policeman bird. This is strange because I think it might become real or something because there might have been a big marketing on the movie and pretty much they might gonna make a video game or something. Maybe a 3D platformer. No one. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna see you for more. So bye for now. Goodbye. Okay.